Believe it or not, back to school season is already in full swing.
So grab your
coffee. Which is why you need coffee.
And so, of course, we had to call in the Boston Moms Big Shot Meghan Block for the foolproof way to shop.
This was always my favorite time of year. The back to school prep, the new school supplies, fresh pair of sneaks, the first day outfit, all of it. And if you want to support local and find everything on your list, our friend Meghan Block, founder of Wicked Good Mom Media, has all the spots. Meg, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
This is an exciting time of summer, the back to school.
Yes.
And we also want to support local. So,
absolutely, whenever we can.
Yes. We're going to start with the backpack.
Okay.
This was always my favorite.
So this is the go-to. We were just saying that we had Ella Bean backpacks, and now our kids have Ella Bean backpacks.
Yes.
So this is the best of the best. This one is actually tried and true by my family. That's why it is not clean.
Yeah.
But they last forever, and they are a New England staple.
Yes. And the good thing is, like, kids have so many books and lunch boxes, and you see some that are like can't all fit in there.
Yes.
And it's everything.
Yeah, and like these backpacks, so my daughter's going into first grade, and this backpack will take her through the rest of elementary school, which is really nice. So as things get bigger and larger and heavier, this can still handle that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Next up here, these are books and mementos, because sometimes this is a big transition, whether it's kindergarten or first day of middle school, things like that.
I think kind of like memorializing back to school is really important too for all families, and you can do that really simply. So we have a couple of books. These can actually be picked up. I always encourage moms to shop at local small bookstores whenever possible. But these are some of our favorite back to school books. These are more for the elementary or younger ages, but my boys do still read them too.
Yeah.
And then here we have, for the kids who are maybe a little bit more hesitant to go off to school, you can actually either purchase or make Mommy and Me bracelets, or Daddy and Me, or My Lovey and Me.
Yeah.
My Hanky and Me. Yeah.
They do have those already.
Yeah. So these are just little corded bracelets. This one says Mama and Minnie, and then you can wear them and remember each other over the course of the day. My daughter and I did that for kindergarten, and it's very special.
I love that. One of my friends with her kids, they put little smiley faces on their hand together.
Or a little heart.
Yes, just to remind if you get scared. But the other thing with the books is a school bus. I realized that
the school bus is a big thing. Yeah, the school bus is a big for moms and for kids.
That's true.
So some of this is like self-serving for me. I just want a bracelet on my hand to remind me of my daughter all day.
Yeah.
Or my sons.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are just like cutesy little things that you can kind of put into your rotation that help memorialize and celebrate back to school.
Awesome. I love that. And next up here.
Okay, so I'm talking about labeling things here. So these are found at any local craft store.
Yeah.
These are actually labels that can go on your children's clothing that are washable. And then you can you're going to be having things in the lost and found all year. And then this is actually a fabric Sharpie too. And I have used these. They actually work. I would recommend also labeling all sports equipment.
Smart.
This is a good way to do that too, because especially as your kids get older, they're dressing themselves for sports, things will get lost. Not so fun.
And then they come home from practice and you're like, uh-oh.
And if you need to find new sports equipment fast, I highly recommend Play It Again Sports and Dedham.
Oh.
I love them.
All right, well, that's good to know. Pro tip there. Hopefully
you might find some Block family Sharpie on some of those things.
All right, and finally here, supporting local by going to the local boutiques and shoe stores and things like that.
So now more than ever, it's more important to support local. These people are really relying on us to spend our money locally whenever we can. So this is my favorite little girls boutique, Cosmo and Capri. This is actually owned by a local mom. She has no idea that I'm spotlighting her here today. She is fabulous and has lots of adorable accessories and other things for kids. So again, getting something special for back to school, that's the way to do it. That's where to go. And then quality shoes are so important. This is something that we don't really talk a lot about, but in my family, we only buy 2 pairs of shoes. We have like a dress pair and then an athletic pair. And Shoe Market Kids, they have an excellent selection. They'll help you find the right fit, which is really important, especially as your kids are growing and you're trying to figure out what kind of foot they have.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough thing, right? You're You're like, oh crap, I just bought these for you, and you already grew out of them.
And this is the kind of thing that shopping online, unless you already know the style of shoe that you want, it can be really difficult. If you are shopping online, we often recommend New Balance for kids. New Balance is a local brand too, and they have great fitting shoes that will last forever.
Amazing. Well, if you guys want more tips like this, or to connect with moms and women in the area, just head to bostonmoms.com or find them on social. Meg, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Happy back to school.
Here we go.